I've been on my mind recently.
Mm.
Dreams and goals and aspirations, all of that. And
That's a deep topic.
it is. I just specifically, I just want to talk about the, sort of like the early stages of wanting to chase something
Mm.
and how you go about that.
That would take me back to my childhood, bro.
You had goals in your childhood?
Dreams. I had dreams, not goals.
No, but
dreams.
like a real dream, not like, I want to be Spider-Man one day. Nah, just laying in the dish, hoping something bites you. I mean, real dreams. You didn't have real dreams as a kid.
Yeah, bro, I wanted to go to the NBA.
So did everyone else.
All right, that was a dream. It started somewhere.
Okay, but like I'm talking real dreams, but
What do you mean real dreams? That is an oxymoron.
what I mean by that is like a dream that you have like as in the
That's
perspective
actually
as
achievable?
an adult. No, as an adult, because no dream in the beginning is
Yeah, I guess.
technically achievable.
But when you're older, maybe it's more realistic.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
When I say realistic, I don't mean like, like just go
I
from
get you, I
like
get
this
you.
to this. I mean like
Mm.
you probably wouldn't think about the NBA or becoming a professional anything.
Now? Oh, of course. I mean, I'm barely cracking 5'9". 5'8", honestly. I'm not even cracking 5'8", but let's just say 5'9".
Yeah,
Y'all doing you
I was
that
gonna-
one
I was
from
gonna
me.
say, brother, I was gonna say 5'9". You took something out of his leftovers. Yeah. So day one,
Mm.
I set out something to do,
Mm.
and I have to have what do I want? Why do I want it? And then I say, okay, I'm gonna work backwards from here.
You're reminding me of like a protest. Do you just do that? Like, do you just protest in your living room? Like, what do I want? Be an engineer. When do I want it? 2022.
Yeah, no, I in my head, it's an ongoing like, hey, yeah, we gonna do this. Yeah, like every day there's like a little chorus, like,
Yeah, you look back, ain't nobody there, so it's just you.
yeah,
And-
one man protest. Hey, shut up. But yeah, no, that's those three.
when
things
did you start thinking that way, though?
I would say in the last 3-4 years.
Oh, okay, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
not like when you were 18.
no, because when I was 18, it's just whatever I felt at the time. So my
Yeah,
goals will
yeah.
change week in, week
Yeah,
out.
I feel you.
Right? Like
yeah.
1 week I'll think like, hey, being like, a good dresser was the goal.
Mm.
And then the next week that wasn't the thing anymore. It
Mm.
wasn't like the currency. So it was like now it's like about being athletic. So I might go to the gym for 2 days. Like every week it kind of changed. Like whatever was cool, whatever.
Mm.
Now it's like I really need to know why I want something, because if I'm gonna chase this day in, day out, like I need to know why I want it. Which is kind of why like right now, like I tell myself, okay, I want money. I need to go work to provide. I'm almost scared like if I get it, I might lose myself.
In like what sense?
Like the only reason I feel like some days I get up is to work.
Yeah.
That if I no longer have that incentive to work, which is to pay the bills, like let's say like you just hit it big, you just hit $100 million or whatever 1 year. There's no incentive to get up to work. So I feel like I might unravel.
in
That's
like
like a
a
small
negative.
fear.
Are you talking about like Islamically? Like talk to me more about that. Like, what do you mean unravel? In what
Well,
sense?
okay, it would be more so if I didn't know like the purpose of life.
Yeah.
But then there's the purpose of life that you know and you say with your mouth. Then there's a purpose of life that you live and breathe every day.
Yeah.
Right? So like sometimes I tell myself, I'm going to work to make more money to take care of my family. And that's true.
Hmm.
But there might be that part like because this is my obligation.
Yeah.
As soon as like that's gone, the obligation of like still worshiping God,
Mm-hmm.
like it would have to really be like a boulder in my life, like unmovable for me to like not unravel.
That's why it's so important. And like we've talked about this, but the aspect of like disassociating any partners with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and like genuinely going back to the fact that like I'm worshiping Allah to worship Allah. I'm not worshiping Allah as a transactional action. That because this, then this, because he gives me this, then I'm gonna pray. So I think it's yeah, that's always a scary thought, honestly. It's like when you get what you want, what's gonna end up happening type of situation.
Yeah. And then the medium of what I chose, like I ended up choosing comedy, was like what was I the most advantageous in?
Mm.
Like if I was like a savvy salesman, probably would have gone into like cars and selling houses or whatever. But because I'm not, I just so happen to be better at making people laugh than an average person, I would say.
Mm.
Not necessarily the best or whatever. I just felt finding myself go down this route.
Mm.
And I tried other things. Like I want, like if I knew designs, like if I knew to be a designer, like I had an eye for design.
Mm.
Like our boy Farouk, shout out 5 Pillars.
Yeah, 5 Pillars. I taught him everything. He didn't tell you?
He told me he got up one day and came back and his fries was gone. That's all he said. Yeah.
I thought that was supposed to be between us.
So if I could design, I probably would have done it. In fact, I spent some time trying to design stuff. See, I'm glad you're laughing because I laughed at myself later. So I designed some shirt, right?
Yeah.
Then I went on Twitter and I just called it straight. It wasn't even towards me. It wasn't even towards me, but it was just like, when you read something, you're like, man, it's not about me. Like someone said, stop buying shirts on Amazon, throwing a logo on them, and then calling yourself a designer. I went back and deleted my stuff.
Give it a chance, man.
Hell no, bro. He read me, bro. That person completely, like, I feel like he was staring at me.